Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV. This is Admirable. Got Beater with me and DavidTheWin on the production. How you feeling today, Beater? You ready to watch your homeboys go to work?
Yeah, I'm expecting them to win, and they need to win, otherwise they'll lose their fourth place in ETF2L. So more on the line than you might think, just looking at the points and all that. But they're actually pretty evenly matched, and I think it's going to be a really good game. Just how close they are in the tables too. Like there's a lot of things at stake, really. Like a lot of bragging rights, I think. And I think both teams have been, I don't know, they've been having some pretty unstable seasons. Lego started out strong, and now they're kind of faltering a little bit, showing some cracks. And Serpents have kind of done the opposite. I think they started out really weak, and now they're kind of a wild card. They can take maps off of anyone. But I'm pretty excited for this. I think it's going to be a really good game, and I can't wait.
This is going to be the last game of the main season here in the ETF2L Season 22, powered by Saloon.tf Premiership. We're all the way in Week 7, and the other game that was supposed to be played tonight, Reason Animate, got defaulted. Animate just thrown in the towel, didn't even make it to the end of the season. Disgusting. But the teams we're here to see are Lego and Serpents. Lego, traditionally the Danish team, Serpents, mostly Russian. Is there any animosity between those countries? Beater, tell me.
I don't think so. I think we're both part of the vodka belt. I think we get along just fine. Just get enough alcohol. We'll be cool. But I don't know. I like when Shayu and Lippy were the leaders of Serpents, or it was like that crew. Everybody loved them in Lego. Like they were just the most fun to play against, and it was just always really friendly. But I don't know, with the Shadowburn and GDK and all those guys, I'm not really too familiar with them. So, like, they can pass as scary Russians that you just don't know about. So, maybe. But I think they're all pretty friendly, and I think they both like to play aggressive TF2. They don't like to sit around, and they like to play off of small advantages or no advantages at all. So, like, it should be entertaining in that sense, and they should be enjoying actually playing against each other. So, I have high hopes for this game.
Let's jump in and look at the stats then. First up, I'm going to bring you back through the season. Oh, all courtesy of Gentleman John, by the way. Shout out to that guy. But opening up the report here, it's team records. Delightful coloured blocks to make it so easy for me. I like it when things are simplified. But you can see here, Lego currently on 16 points. We have Serpents 4 behind them on 12. So potentially, the result of this match could see Serpents catapulted into 4th place, which while it doesn't get you into the playoffs, it is nice. And that'll be kind of sad for Lego because they have really impressed this season. But you can see like Lego came out strong. They managed to get that scalp against Last Resort when the Last Resort were kind of stumbling. Lego were in the ascendancy. They got a point off Epsilon. But what happened in Week 5 against Animate? Surely that should have been points they would have taken.
Yeah. I don't know. They looked really uncoordinated in a lot of pushes, and they just had like sort of random people overextend. So it looks like they sort of lost some coordination, which is weird, which is usually the opposite of what happens. It is possible that Animate and everyone else just got better as time went on, but I think, I don't know, there could just be some fatigue coming in from Lego. It's sort of odd to see them just start out so strongly and then sort of falter later on, which is very much in contrast to what Serpents did. Although Serpents did start out by playing the two best teams in the league, and then they've been drawing every single match. So, easy drawing coming.
That's really tough for Serpents because like the best iteration of their team came after the 2 hardest games. They managed to, what I would say was an upset against Full Tilt and TLR. Maybe not TLR so much, but really coming strong once they had White Glow and GDK on the roster. And Kenzie, of course, the return, he's been going beast mode. So it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. Let's take a quick look at both those rosters. And we'll do a little roster rundown real quick. We've got a lot of reports to go through. Dr. Phil playing Demo Man, Condom and Medic, Josh on Pocket, Demul on Rumor, Izon, and Sorex playing Scout. Sorex is pretty ridiculous at times, although his stats don't look that impressive.
Well, if you look at his DPM, you can definitely tell that there's
But
something going on.
he's only 7th according to the ranking and the brackets there.
Really, yeah, that's very interesting.
I'm
But if you
surprised,
compare
yeah.
it to the rest of his team, his DPM is very impressive. Right, he's number 2 after Josh. No, after Demul. No, after Josh, and he's above Demul and Dr. Phil. So Sorex is one of the top damage dealers on Lego, which is pretty unusual for a scout. You know, he's being compared to other scouts, and maybe those teams have been doing better than Lego. But if you look at him, like within his own team, he's an absolute beast, and he's gonna have to pull a lot of weight in order for Lego to get any points.
Josh, 52 air shots there. But I'm gonna jump ahead to the Serpents team sheet here. DavidTheWin actually saying as well that Sorex is like 50 to 70 above most other scouts, and noticeably the Reason scouts who are pretty low damaging, so he's taking a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, as you say. But here we see White Glow Medic, GDK on demo, Shadowburn playing Pocket, Forsaken and Roamer, as I understand, Unhuman, and Kenzie on the Scout. And these stats here just show strictly for the times they played Scouts. You know, Kenzie's sniper stats not actually reflected here.
Yeah,
But
I think it might be reflected in his damage. You can see, I think he has the exact same DPM as Sorex, if I'm not completely wrong. Wasn't that 273 as well? So we
are
have
you
two high
Sorex in
damage.
disguise? Could they be one and the same person? What's going to happen tonight when they meet? I don't know.
Gonna be exciting.
Interesting that how well ranked both Shadowburn and Forsaken are. Like, you would expect maybe a Roamer to be in the bottom half of the rankings. I know they kind of switch roles at times, but they're both really playing incredibly this season, I feel.
Yeah, and as we said, I think they've changed roles a bit, so you can't really tell like the DPM and KAD and all that stuff. It's a bit unreliable because they both play Roamer and Pocket. I'm not 100% sure on this, but either way, the last match I saw Forsaken was the Pocket, and Shadowburn was the Roamer, and Forsaken was using Shotgun, so they're not following the meta. But almost every single game I've watched, GDK has been having bad games and doing little damage and overextending and just doing brain dead things. So I think GDK is sort of the key to their performance, and maybe also Unhuman. Unhuman has sort of been a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, look at his rankings. Like, he's 24th of all players that have played Scout this season. And if you consider, you know, there's 8 teams times 2, that's real bad. Let's take a look at how these teams look in this delightful, my favorite graph or chart, whatever. How
oh my
each
god,
player,
this is too many numbers for me.
how it represents what each player contributes to their teams. You can see Kenzie delivers over a quarter of all the frags for Serpents, 26.4%. Forsaken top damage in there, actually noticeably out damaging GDK by quite a margin. And they all seem to share the deaths pretty evenly there, except for White Glow, who does a good job of staying alive.
But I think these are both
they're very suicidal, aren't they?
Yeah, very evenly matched teams. If you sort of just stack everyone up against each other, Sorex and Kenzie looks pretty similar. Eisen and Unhuman looks similar. Demul and Shadowburn look similar. Same with Josh and Forsaken. And then Dr. Phil seems to outperform GDK. And maybe that's why Lego has 4 more points.
I think Eison versus Unhuman is going to be a good matchup as well. We actually jumped to these head-to-heads whilst we're waiting here. And take a look at that Scout matchup. Eison, kind of the second Scout, I guess, living in Sorex's shadow. I didn't expect that much from him this season, but I've been really impressed right from the start. I think he's played solidly, like, for a kind of... I think it's his debut, right, in the Prem. I know he was kind of a merc, maybe, or a backup for a team long ago, but...
He probably has a Prem medal, unlike some of us. But it's definitely his first full season, like, playing main for a roster that's worth anything in Prem. So it's pretty exciting. And you can see that he's actually doing pretty well, at least if you look at the kill-death ratio. Like, he doesn't die a lot, 13 times per death, or per match, dying. That's not very much. And it's way less than on Human, which sort of signifies that Eisen's probably like the more passive scout, whereas Sorek just sort of going guns blazing, just trying to meet shot everything. Eisen hangs back and gets easy frags and protects his medic and caps points.
Let's take a look at the headline scouts then. Fanboys, prepare yourself. It's Sorex versus Kenzie. This is just their scout stats as I understand it. But you can see Sorex is edging out this fight. Kenzie's played a few less maps than him this season. He did kind of appear for the revamp of the Serpents team, but Sorex averaging 23 frags a map. He's kind of a monster.
Yeah, sometimes he gets like 40 or other completely absolutely
Yeah, that's just his average. That's all the good games, all the bad games. There's actually some map there. See the 7th map, his KD history is like 0. Maybe that's bugged, I don't know. Maybe he just had a terrible game and died loads. But
I would be incredible. I don't think that's possible. Oh well.
Anyway, let's keep the reports rolling here. This is one I'm interested in. I was really pleased to see the return of White Glow, and I kind of abused Condom even in the preseason. But he's actually done alright for LEGO. You're a former LEGO medic. How do you think he's stacking up?
I think he's been playing really well this season. Like in officials, he's been super solid. He holds Ubers when he should. He doesn't drop a whole lot. And I don't know, I just think his positioning and his Uber uses is really, really good. And I think he's been playing great. And I was one of the people giving Condom shit as well. So I've been converted. I think he's doing really well. Although I will use any opportunity I can to shit talk him again. I can't wait.
I've been really impressed by White Glow coming back. I know he plays in a team where sometimes he doesn't tend to have protection, but he's got mad juke still. His medic movie is one of my favourites of all time. I like this. He's got a couple, but some of it's just like medic porn, unbelievable stuff. Check that out after the game, guys. But let's jump ahead and look at Dr. Phil versus GDK. You think this could be something LEGO can exploit to take Serpents apart?
Yeah, the games I've watched with GDK, he really does these seemingly brain-dead things where he just sort of is ahead of his team and then he just get picked off and then his team have to give up a point. And I don't know what happened in week 7. Like if you look at week 7, it's always like super low for everyone. Or at least for LEGO. So I don't know, did LEGO have a forfeit win or something?
Maybe there's something, a corrupt log or something in our back end. If only I'd actually looked at these reports when I was making them.
Oh well, it's not too important. I think I'm actually kind of surprised that Phil didn't have higher DPM. Not a whole lot in the DDK
Sometimes
at least.
What it can be is when a pause, a really long pause happens, the minutes don't actually pause, or the time isn't, the pause time isn't cut out, so you get really low stats per minute. But I don't know, man. I know there's some.
Either way, you can see that GDK dies a lot. He has like Roamer stats, going 12 for 20, whereas Dr. Phil is just a flat even 14 for 14. So Phil gets a few more heals. He plays a lot closer to his combo, whereas GDK tends to roam more and jump in. Sometimes looks dumb, sometimes just goes absolutely massive.
Mm-hmm. Let's rush through the last two because they have gone live in real time. So Josh versus Forsaken. I've been championing Josh for quite a while this season. He seems to have made a big impact, but do you prefer Josh on Roamer or Pocket, as he seems to be playing now?
I like him more in Pocket because he calls more, and it's really nice. Like a large part of LEGO is his calls.
He's an angry Irishman. Like, you have to listen to those.
Absolutely.
He seems to be really a driving factor in the team, and I think him and Sorex are a great complement to each other. We've seen it in previous seasons, but this season, like, their hard work is definitely paying off. I think we've just about got time to take a look at Demul versus Shadowburn. And Shadowburn, the most highly ranked soldier of all 4 playing here tonight. And Demul kind of like a strange character, likes to off-class a lot. He's the master of Twitch chat. I think we need to spam some SM orcs in chat if you're a Demul fanboy, but Shadowburn surely has him outclassed here.
Yeah, Shadowburn is just one of the most solid roamers, whereas Demul is a bit more like gimmicky, and he jumps in, gets picks, and all that kind of stuff. But
let's see it. live here on the first middle of Granary. GDK's coming in, lower looking for his med pack, but he and Phil trade stickies there. GDK and Phil pretty much neck and neck in terms of health. They're both kind of half health here. And let's take a look at Demul. We just talked about him. He's gonna jump up top here, chases Shadowburn off there, directs, and he's ready to lunge forward and make space for his team. Catches Forsaken with it, and one onto the scout as well. Demul going ham here, and only Shadowburn left alive. Rest in peace.
They got completely caught out into the corner, and it looks like Unhuman is actually not playing its Messiah or MSH. So there goes a whole bunch of of theory crafting from our part, but that shouldn't make too much of a difference. They're both good scouts.
Is he actually the real MSH? Because he's got a pretty low ping. Remember, MSH used to live in Siberia. He would ping like 150 to Europe.
Oh, I was not aware of this. Maybe it's just a fake nicking. But that's going to give them penalty points, man.
Yeah,
I guess they don't care.
Actually, I've still got TSC's plugin. I could check his ETF2L name, but right now, let's take a look at the action as Lego are trying to push here. But Kenzie's sniper, they're going to pop off early. They are showing maximum respect. Josh with the air shot. He's going to set up that frag there for Izon. And Serpents need to find frags ASAP. Lego are actually making the play onto the point here. Condom and Devil, but they're getting shredded.
It's a massive fucking lasty, just completely destroys a soldier or scout, and then just hits a nice direct onto the medic. Absolutely huge hold here from Serpents. That was crazy.
Serpents with the hold against the uber disadvantage, but they did lose their medic there. Whiteglow had to sacrifice himself in order for them not to lose the round. And on the respawn, Condom with the big balls play is going to go crits Krieg. What do you think of that, Peter?
They used the... I played in a warm-up game against Lego, and they used crits a lot, and it was really effective. I died way too much to that. So, so that's the history of that, at least for today. As Josh goes down to TDK, who then dies to Dr. Phil. That's that aggressive demo coming up. And they actually catch out Shadowburn too. So they get the second point for free, which is really, really important when you want to go in last with an Uber. Second point is really bad for crits. And they're pushing into a sniper, but here comes the crits. Dr. Phil is shooting, but he gets taken down by Kenzie and Messiah, gets sniped, and now there's ice on the crit scout doing work. Switches to Demul as well. Forsaken with the skill stick. And is this another unlikely hold? It is. Oh my god. What is going on?
Kenzie doesn't need crits, Krieg, man. He's got a gun that gives him crits. It's called the sniper rifle, baby. Popping off headshots there, but then switches off the scout to clean things up, and he's going to cap here. We do have confirmation that MSH is in fact MSH from Turbo Tabs there in Twitch chat. I want to see some Ming Lees in Twitch chat as the teams jostle for position around here at second. And I like this stack from Serpents that are pushing through Garage here, trying to see if they could just catch the Lego flank players off guard there, but they were slightly too early. And it seems that Shadowburn is behind. He's come back again. He's in the lunchbox.
Trying to be sneaky. But he's actually like just sort of hiding, trying to catch people. Like, there's a scout baiting for him. That's a nice little bait. He gets a big fat rocket onto Sorax, but Sorax gets out alive. So some nice little sort of baiting here, trying to make things happen even though nothing should be able to happen. I kind of like this. You can kind of see that both teams, they're trying to peek and prod constantly, just to make sort of make waves and make the opponent's team uncomfortable. But Josh has actually been Ubered in. He's going to force the enemy Uber. Now he's going to try to get out. He goes up top. He's actually going to flank in here onto Shadowburn. Takes him down. Great job there. That's a good Uber from Lego. Now they're one person up. Two persons, actually.
Both soldiers down here for Serpents. Those carry soldiers that are doing so well this season stats-wise. So Josh tries to jump forward and take advantage of that fact, but gets assassinated there by Kenzie and MSH, the Russian hitman. Not the Russian hitman, he's another guy that plays in mid, but forget about that. As Lego jump onto the point here, and Serpents can't react in time. They just pull the rug out from under their feet there when they were hoping to hold on for dear life. And it's going to be Lego 1-0 here. I forgot to ask you, Peter, what was your prediction for this map?
My prediction is 5-3 to Lego.
The betting on saloon.tf said 76% in favour of Lego, so I think the fans are with you on that one. GDK catching a little bit of spam from Phil, but Phil's up top this time. He's got the high ground advantage. But here comes Josh jumping forward. Demul being contested by Shadowburn, lands a direct but gets cratered himself. And Lego have turned it into a 4-on-4, but they are super weak. Josh tries to make a last-ditch attempt to get the med pack, but it seems that most
They're
of the
actually
Lego
going in
players
aggressively
retreated.
now. They're trying to coordinate. Dr. Phil goes down first, and now Ison's onto the medic. Whiteglow is so weak. No, he's not. He didn't get hit at all. So sort of an uncoordinated last suicide push onto the medic there. Like Dr. Phil died and then Ison came in. You want to really sort of sync that up. But very very strong mid there from Serpents, and they're gonna have a full Uber advantage to go on. And they're already in left yard trying to sort of make their way in on left side. There's still the soldier spamming down. He's really slowing them down a lot. It is pretty brave actually, because you can get picked so easily on that left side. It's surprisingly easy.
Yeah, it's like a whole developing meta there. But look at this actually. Condom on the crits on the respawn, and it looks like they want to try and use it to force Josh. He's calling for the crits. It's been popped off here.
He's
gonna get the drop of Whiteglow. He did not see that one coming.
Just threading the needle there, just barely shooting past his pocket and just hitting him at a really unlikely angle. So that's going to completely change the game. They do manage to cap out second, but Lego is almost certainly going to recap. GDK is sticking top, and Lego is going through top. So maybe that's going to slow them down a lot. Dr. Phil is really aggressively onto the point, but gets rushed down by Kenzie. So this push is sort of falling apart. Lego, they're still sort of going for it. GDK gets caught out. He manages to get out alive, and they're pushing with an NG. What?
Crits is going to come up again. It's like in 100% right now, and they're going to push right to left here. It looks like Josh is actually just going to push all the way right, and he's about to run into Kenzie. That could be at least one pick. Lands a meaty rocket on him. GDK catches Josh with the pipe though and takes his health away, so he's thinking twice about this. And they've realised that Shadowburn is hiding on the left, so they want to get the easy frag. They're going to turn around. MSH goes down at the same time though, so that's 2 frags here, and they still have crit advantage.
Oh, yep, sorry. Yeah, they're making their way in left, and there's a soldier bombing onto them, and he can't pop. Oh, that's sad. That's so sad. Such a sad feeling for the medic. There's no reason to pop there.
It's crits, man. It doesn't count as a drop anyway. You're entitled to drop that. But only Ison remains alive after Condom drops a clanger there, and he's not even going to contest. He's going to retreat. The most important thing they can do right now is try and get 6 players up fully buffed so they can force this Uber off and kite it with minimal casualties. But Shadowburn is already calling out the position from top as the Uber comes in left hand side. They're going to lead forward with Kenzie here, but he's out of range of the Uber charge, and Ison's able to gun him down. It's 5-on-5 here, but Lego lose 2 players in the blink of an eye. Demul's trying to be working with
There's only
Sorix.
2 players remaining and 1 respawner, and this is Sorix trying to hold. There's a soldier on the point. The Sorix takes down Messiah, and now can you take down Shadowburn? No. Shadowburn survived with 52 HP, and they managed to cap the point. So 1-1. We have a game on our hands.
This is beautiful. 21 minutes remain as we're on our way to the 3rd middle. And I'm going to check out what exactly Dr. Phil is doing. He seems to be getting the slight edge in the earlier middles. He's coming in bottom left. He's pre-firing to GDK. Will he get the kit? Yes, he survives, and he's already got GDK locked out here. GDK picks up the kit, but he's already on 40 health. Phil's going to be calling out to his teammates, and it means Whiteglow's going to have to heal the demo man. Lego already with a little edge here in terms of team health, but they're getting forced onto the low ground. Now the double soldier bomb comes in as Josh and Demil both get smashed by big splash damage or some kind of a half air shot. Ison's trying his hardest to dig them out of a hole here, but it's looking good for Serpents. It's only Josh and he remain alive. They're trying to get onto Whiteglow, but he survives on 80. Josh still alive.
Josh is still there. He really wants to get him. He actually bounces off of the head of Shadowburn. That looked crazy. It's like Goomba Stomp. But yeah, Lego just getting caught on their own side there, just being passive for too long, I think. And then just falling prey to the double soldier bomb.
Shadowburn on 4k on that mid, cleaning up.
Yeah, great job. And now they're pushing in left side. They have an Uber again. This is looking almost identical to what they did before, when Josh dropped the White Glow. But they're just gonna get in for free pretty much. Lego is just sort of standing back and spamming. They just walk in for free and left. And there's actually a soldier in Shadowburn catches out Sorix. That's a bit unorthodox. And as Forsaken gets taken in, there's this sentry gun. I was just desperately repairing it, and they're not focusing it. That took way too long, but it looks like they'll be able to clean them up just fine anyway. Just the scouts going ham, cleaning up everything. But that sentry just stayed alive forever. But a great push from Serpents. It's 2-1.
Yeah, they really managed to cover that distance quickly, just like blobbed up and moved across the point, unable to be contested due to that invulnerability. And they're in the lead now, 4th middle, and we've got to look to Lego here to try it and come up with a response.
Oh, Messiah got absolutely demolished there by both scouts and a nice crisp rocket. See, Shadowburn actually... No, he's just sort of not doing anything. What?
He manages to go into the crowd of like 4 Lego players, gets the med pick, even though things seem to be going so well after Sorix got that opening frag. But now, as it stands, it's just GDK versus Sorix and Izon. Sorix on full health here is trying to pressure the Russian demo man. He's in the corner. He's just going to be slaughtered there. But Lego eventually come out on top, but Forsaken with that crucial med pick.
Yeah, so things are even, and actually Condom is on crit streak. He's really favoring this crit streak. It didn't work too well the first time, but it did get some work done. But they're confident. But they need to build this very, very effectively, otherwise it'll just be basically an even crits. So we're gonna see a dot push, not a whole lot of downtime. And Sorix is already seeing if he can sneak through. And actually, it's like Serpents, they're holding really far back. Condom goes down to Forsaken actually. Forsaken just going in completely alone and manages to somehow just beast them. And then Demul takes down White Glow, so they're just trading like crazy. Absolutely insane game. And this 2 scouts just rushes down through this ramp area. And Messiah is on to Phil and Sorix. What a beast.
Oh my god.
Beast.
Godly displays on both sides. We got God Mill, he just like typed in IDDQ into the console, went God mode, and then Messiah descended from the heavens to pick up 5 frags there. He's gonna get just launched into the air, his ragdoll cartwheeling through the air courtesy of God Mill. So we know who the one true god is now. It's the Moo. I need to see some more SM orcs in chat.
Yeah, Josh jumps in aggressively and actually gets counter jumped here. While Forsaken takes down Condom with a nice little air shot there. And all of Lego just gets completely demolished. Wow, what a great jump in there from Forsaken. There's only one guy remaining, that's Demul, on second here, but he gets double teamed by the scouts. So that was a weird push from Lego. I don't know, they have to expect one of the soldiers to just jump in their face, and they have to deal with it very quickly. And it didn't look like there was even a scout to deal with it. So, odd push.
Yeah, it can be quite stressful to play against Russian teams because you just never know what they're going to do. They're constantly looking to push. Very aggressive, very unpredictable, and very skilled as well. Kenzie onto Sorix, a Shadowburn smashes Josh there. He was trying to get in onto White Glow. White Glow survives on about 65 health there. He's starting to roll forward here. And Forsaken has already spotted out Demul, but the focus fire there. Demul was trying to do his best in Lunchbox to shut them down, get the force out, but he's actually gone down in a kind of longer spawn there. And they're going to push just before Condom gets charged. Condom isn't! He's not going to get it! Forsaken bombs forward and follows up on GDK's damage. The med pick comes in. No Uber for Lego here. And man advantage for Serpents as the Uber fades. White Glow's doing his best to keep everyone alive. They're under big pressure here as Lego are looking desperate. Can they do it, Peter?
There's only 2 remaining. I don't think they can. There's 4 people from Serpents. They're all bunched up, and now they're just going aggressively for the point. Sorix tries to get things happening, but White Glow takes matters into his own hands and just kills him himself. And Forsaken gets the last kill, and a very, very good push there. Forsaken catching out Condom, just taking him down before he get that Uber, and then from then on it was just a matter of good DM and cleaning up and playing together as a team. So very, very impressive pushes here from Serpents. I really think they're coming ahead in this match, even though they seem to be losing mids and not doing that well. Like Dr. Phil just constantly has more health than GDK. But let's see, Forsaken is acting really aggressively here, takes down Demul with a nice little air shot, and then Messiah finishes him off. And Lego's down 2. I think they're just retreating out in the corner. Yeah, they're sort of trying to chase them down. Sorix takes them down though before being taken down himself. They're just retreating a little butts off. And I think they're going to get away. Ademo is pretty good at defending his medding on second here. But easy mid for Serpents. I think it was very much so off of the back of just catching out Demul and just doing a ton of damage themselves.
I think this was maybe the first mid where Dr. Phil kind of lost the initial demo fight. Oh, he's going to come up front there against GDK at close quarters there on second, and GDK's just hung out to dry, but both medics holding on to their Uber right now. Josh is going to go forward. He sees this crowd of blue players. He's looking to get that multi out, but MSH backs off, and Forsaken's coming in with a flash as he and Shadowburn are trying to focus down the combo here. It's looking good for Serpents. Izon and Josh going down. Demul trapped out as well there. And that is 2 20-second spawns for Josh, and Demul. Serpents can really just push straight into last here, and a lot of that spam potential is missing for Lego here. Immediately we see Forsaken moving for that left door. He's already got Shadowburn up top calling out the position of the Lego players. The double soldier bomb coming in. Shadowburn just jumps onto the pipe. Air shot onto Izon there. Just to add insult to injury.
Can you get the second one? Yeah, that's an air shot too. Nice air shot onto Demul, and now he's onto the medic as well. Gets him. Shadowburn just being a complete beast here. And only 2 players remain for Lego. That's a very, very difficult. Kenzie hitting meat shots there. A very good push again. And just the team fights just always seem to go to the Serpents. It's as if, I don't know, like Josh during that last Uber, he was sort of out of position at the end of the Uber. And then his team just sort of got sandwiched. It was very, very odd. Josh was complaining about the server. Oh, and Demul has 150 ping. Interesting. Dr. Phil deciding to go top this time actually takes a lot of damage. He's being completely locked out. Let's see, Shadowburn. He actually jumps in very aggressively, takes down Demul as well. And I don't think he's done. He goes into the corner as well, takes down Sorix, and Lego is just completely pushed out of mid here. Wow, yeah, Dr. Phil just never even managed to make any sort of impact on this mid, and then the rest of his team just like got picked, or like Demul and Sorix got picked in the corner, and then Lego just retreated. So looks like Serpents have fixed their mids. They get way more sort of, I don't know, ground there early on. Yeah.
Demul's decision making here. He's like, I can't play a projectile class on like 200 ping. He's gone sniper. And this can be actually pretty effective in this 2 to 3 stalemate, usually from the team that's in control of third, pushing forward, but he's actually going to snipe here. He's been spotted by MSH. His first shot doesn't connect, and that's usually the important one. So that now, you know, he's showing his hand here. Serpents are aware of what they're up against. Shadowburn is taking a little buff. He's going to collect some ammo. I'm wondering, is he going to go right hand side here and jump in perhaps? But he's starting to move that way. He's going to run into Dr. Phil. He sees him coming. Phil doesn't have any stickies there on the left, but Sorix.
Shadowburn catches Sorix.
What? What was he thinking? I know you're Sorix, mate. And you can just run in and beast people, but
it doesn't help you if you're you're running into a 300 HP overhealed soldier. And Forsaken actually catches out Josh as well. Yeah, Josh gonna get taken down from some spam. I think the Phil is about to avenge him though. No. A nice little arrow there manages to get Forsaken and Shadowburn out alive. They were very, very weak.
Much better like team play and focus fire there from Serpents. Lego just kind of like walking in and giving them 1v2s. But just the quick reactions there from Forsaken to come and support Shadowburn was enough to focus down Josh. And Lego look like they're kind of stumped here. They're like, what do we do, guys? We're 3 rounds behind. There's only 10 minutes left. We've got a guy with 200 ping who's forced to play sniper here, and perhaps one of the least sniper-friendly maps. Oh, he's gonna go down.
I think it's important here to note that Serpent, they don't have to do anything. And actually Lego goes in and Condom drops Josh here, so this Uber completely ineffectual. It did absolutely nothing. It just gave a pick. They got -1 player in that Uber, and now we're gonna see a counter push. It doesn't matter how far ahead they are. Like Serpents are gonna push on this.
Sorix does get the foresight, but it's kind of a free Uber there for Whitego anyway, since Condom had failed his Uber push. They're going to use that one as an insurance policy to move forward here and make sure they cap Forsaken actually baiting Josh into Shadowburn. He was just waiting in window room there. Forsaken jumps out on like 20 health, but Shadowburn standing there on 200. Josh gets totally blindsided by that one. And again, just a little team play there from Shadowburn and Forsaken, looking impressive.
Yeah, they're playing really well together. There's just these constant little, like, sort of baits where one person seems to overextend and then there's just like 2 or 3 players just jumping in to help them. And Lego's falling for it. But now Kenzie has picked up the sniper rifle as well, so we have the 200 ping sniper against the 60 ping sniper, which is always interesting because like the way the lag works in this game is that like you can go behind a wall and the 200 ping sniper can still shoot you, so it can really throw people off and feel sort of frustrating to play against. And Demul is actually going spy, it looks like. He's just gonna face stab people instead. And he decides to go through a door. That's They did not spot that. Like, he literally just opened the door and walked over a sticky trap while the sniper was watching the door.
Oh, GDK he's paranoid, man. Like, I know that door gets opened a lot because people are usually opening it for the sniper. Maybe you can't see the scout at times, but Sorex is going to run into a sticky trap. Okay, maybe that's like the reverse pick there. We just lost our powerhouse player. You should push against us now, but Josh is going to be able to win that fight against Shadowburn, and he's already weakened MSH. He wants to push on that damage. He's going to go in here, and he looks like he's going to catch out Kenzie as well. They did pop off their charge though, and with Demul going down there, Sorex is going to be back in the field. They have a temporary one-man advantage, but they're facing off against this Uber charge, and they're in danger of being caught if they stay fighting there on the right-hand side. But here comes Forsaken and White Glow.
Yeah, Dr. Phil's
going to
so
pop off
far
an
forward
MSH.
there. That's extremely dangerous against Uber, and he pays for it with his life. And now the counter Uber comes in. They've already lost 2, and they're sort of all stacked against spawn. That's not what you want to do. And they just put people on the point, and yeah, this is looking pretty bad for Lego. I kind of like the Uber. They did manage to pop White Glow, but you know, they did get a pick. They got a lot of ground, and then they just overextended after the Ubers. Just got taken down. It's pretty dumb, I think, to play forward like that when you know the enemy has Ubers and 4 players up. Like, they're gonna block the point. There's no doubt about it. So you have to just sort of get back, or at least only put a scout there. Well, another middle, another time. And Eisen is on soldier now, and Demul is on scout, probably due to the ping. We'll see. And Josh actually comes in with a nice big bomb, takes down 2 players with the bomb, can't quite get the last one, and now only Sorgs remain. That was very quick turnaround. Sorgs beasting Kenzie. Finally gets taken down by Shadowburn. But both medics dying here. So, and Shadowburn's actually really far forward. Maybe he's going to go for some sort of play. That could be interesting.
Beater, do Lego even care? People have come out tonight and, you know, bet vast amounts of skins on them. So much so that they were, you know, 75 to 25 in the betting. And they just seem to be, like, throwing the game here. I know they have ping issues and whatever, but, like, they look so amateurish even in their decision making against this Serpents team. They're getting punished in, like, every situation.
The question, they definitely care. That doesn't mean you have a good game either way. But Kenzie just hitting air shots now. He doesn't care. They're actually trying to get Condom with the nice zigzagging. That's what you do against snipers. They're actually just pushing with a medic and a sniper. That's pretty funny. And Jossa is just having none of it. He's just gonna jump in aggressively. I mean, Kenzie should go down here, yeah. And does Weigel have anyone supporting him? Yeah, he does. Forsaken managed to come in time and save him, along with GDK. So the push is still on. Lego have a tiny Uber advantage. I don't think they'll push on it. But, like, if Lego wants to win, they have to push on everything and win everything in, like, a minute. So they better hurry. Ubers does get popped off. Shadowburn goes down. But Weigel is just milking this Uber so hard. Finally pops it. Dr. Phil is caught out. He pays with his life for popping that Uber. And I think it's just going to be like a simple second cap. And then they might push. We'll see. I think Weigel has lagged out. Yep. Alright, so it's just going to be a second cap. Looks like actually Lego wants to push in. Josh rushes down Kenzie again. Kenzie does take down Condom with a snipe. So, interesting. At least, I think I think Lego's still going to go aggressively, trying to get things happening. They're just going to come in from behind. Messiah takes down Eisen, trying to jump the medic. And, yeah. Serpents actually manages to defend second, and now they're probably just going to push in.
Look at the scoreboard, man. So many dominations for Serpents right now. They've had 5 rounds without response here. But as I say, that Condom is going to send a crossbow bolt, a needle flying across the last point there to kill off Shadowburn. And that seems to take the wind out of Serpent's sails here. Whiteglow just jukes around the corner there to briefly hide from Josh and might survive. He picks up the kit, but Lego are bearing down on them. Sorex was going up on the flank, but he actually ends up dropping down to regroup with his team. Forsaken coming in with the Uber, gets one frag immediately onto Demul. Condom on about 100 health here, doesn't have charge yet. Forsaken's hungry for that med pick. He's going to get the medic. He's launched up into the air. This could have worked out well for him, but Josh with the direct is going to send Forsaken to the spawn queue, but he did at least buy enough time for Whiteglow to escape. So advantage Serpents yet again here, 5-1 with only 4 minutes left on the clock.
Messiah runs into a Sting Trap. Dr. Phil trying to get these air pipes, not hitting any, and now he's 1 against 3. He actually takes down GDK. What? Okay, that makes sense. But it's still a very, very dire situation for Lego. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. It happened so fast too, right? Lego, they were ahead 1-0, I want to say, and now all of a sudden they just lost at least 3 rounds in a very, very quick succession after losing 2 slow ones. So I don't know what's going on. It can't just be the ping, right? Like, there has to be more to it.
It's a couple of things I see happening anyway. Like, Forsaken and Shadowburn showing up to this game, really playing very well. But also MSH comes out of like retirement basically and tops the scoreboard.
Whiteglow gets completely demolished by Eisen, tries to rush him down with an Ubersaw and just gets point blank domed. Oh my god, that's dumb. I like it.
Kenzie on spy here. He's just taunting his opponents with the Ambassador. Probably pretty effective if you have that level of accuracy we've seen from him on Sniper, but Lego currently with Uber advantage. Kenzie pretty ineffective on Spy there, but Sorex with his back turned after getting that frag is slain by the Messiah himself, MSH, and GDK finds Demul. It looks like Lego are going to try and push
there's a flank coming
here.
from up top. Dr. Phil is kind of aware of it. He spams Shadowburn out, but Shadowburn is now behind lines, just distracting like crazy. Looks like Dr. Phil has him completely sneaked into a corner, and Iceland manages to get the final say here. And Kenzie's just going to keep playing Ambassador Spy. Actually gets a headshot onto a sorter that's standing still. That's Josh on mid. But I guess Kenzie's tired of scoping in. Like, that's just too much effort for him, so now he's just playing Ambassador.
Demul's going to come in up top here. Forsaken spamming rockets down low, doesn't see the threat. Demul gets a second onto Kenzie as well there, and he wants to get the hat-trick there as he picks off Whiteglow. The medic Shadowburn is up top. Surely Demul can get this frag as well. He's going to get a buff here, uses the winger to jump onto the half crate. Shadowburn's in his sights, but Sorex steals the frag. So unfair. MSH trying to run in onto Condom. But, oh, Demul gets that 4K there. He and Sorex are going ham, but it's too little too late. Only 90 seconds on the clock here. As Godmill just invulnerables his way through a sticky trap there. He cannot be killed. And
nice jinx right there. Instantly gets killed after you say that. And Forsaken is now on the direct hit, so they're all just having fun. They're just sort of trying off all the gimmicks here. It actually hits a nice little direct onto Condom. Shouldn't be too ineffectual, but Dr. Phil is playing super aggressively, trying to take down Forsaken, but nope, gets two-shotted by the direct hit before a roller kills Forsaken. This game. It's all just dirt from this point on. Kenzie takes down Condom. Wait, that wasn't a sniper. That was a 2K with the Ambassador. And a 3K. No, wait, what?
Kenzie on Sniper and MSH is now playing the Ambassador Spy. They're just tag teaming these nerds with headshots.
I got them confused there.
Multiple sources. Wow! Kenzie eats the headshot there, or at least the body shot from Izon.
Give us the point blank.
No frag movie material there, my friend.
So sad.
16 seconds left on the clock here. Rest in peace to the skins of anyone who bet on Lego, because Serpents had a 0.5 handicap and they've taken 3 points here, so they are already being declared winners in the gambling stakes. But please, don't leave. Stay with us here for the second map. We will be going to Badlands, the quintessential competitive TF2 map.
Yeah, and
But,
the interesting thing to sort of keep in mind here is that Lego was ahead by 4 points in the standings. So Serpents, they still need at least 1 point to tie up against Lego, and they need 2 points if they want to surpass them. So Lego, this looks bad, but if they just win Badlands, nobody's going to care. Right? They get their 4th place, and they get their bragging rights.
Mm-hmm. They'll be like, nah, didn't even matter. No problem. But all the pressure on them now then to secure that 4th place. I mean, I think it's important to these guys. They've come into the season with a lot to prove. And right at the end, they've been affected by the Mill's Achilles heel here, you know, the God Mill. He had his weak point, his ping.
Yeah, it's actually worth noting, if you look at the stats, that the Mill is doing kind of fine. Right, like he's pretty far below Shadowburn, who's the roamer on Serpents. But like as far as roamer stats go, he did 281 damage per minute, which is completely fine. That's actually like borderline good. Actually, I think the bigger story is Dr. Phil and the 2 Lego Scouts just having an absolutely awful game. Like Dr. Phil going 12 and 23 and 211 damage per minute. That's just it's just a sign of things are really bad for you. You know, I think a lot of the time it's he did overextend a couple of times, but he also just sort of became a victim of a chaotic game where like other people have overextended or the game is just too chaotic and you just get rushed down as demo. It's so hard to defend yourself in a lot of situations, especially on this map.
He doesn't necessarily strike me as the sort of player who performs well under pressure. He definitely seemed to crumble a little bit there. I'm kind of impressed. I did mention about MSH. He ends up with the 2nd most frags on the server, 29. Shadowburn, of course, top fragging on 36 there. But like MSH kind of faded into obscurity a little bit. I'm not entirely sure who he's been playing for this season. He's been like kicked out of teams by Forsaken in the past. He just uses them whenever he needs a scout, and I guess he needed a scout tonight, and he has so far earned the team 3 points. I know they're changing servers right now as well, so maybe we're going to see an extra game on Badlands, but the all-important airshot stat is actually also won by God Mill. So Demille, despite his ping, tops the airshots even against players like Shadowburn or Forsaken. That's impressive.
I thought it was great. Actually, if you just look at, they often say that Granary is a soldier map, and just looking at the stats, that would seem to confirm that. Like Forsaken, Joss, and Shadowburn all having really good games, having massive damage output. And I think overall, like just damage done for everybody was really, really high because there was a lot of pushing. Like we didn't see a whole lot of stalemates, and whenever there was any kind of just sort of temporary stalemate, or both teams were trying to get picks on the flank or trying to spam their way in or just trying to make things happen. So there was very little downtime even when things weren't exactly moving. So, and I think that's really refreshing to see. It's just nice to see teams that aren't sort of content with just sitting back. And even when Serpents were ahead 4-1, like they still ended up pushing when their advantage was big enough. Right, so I think it's really nice.
They don't know how to park the bus. Look at the team stats though, pretty incredible the huge gulf here, considering the game seemed close at the beginning. Like almost 50 more frags for Serpents. Like how much were Lego feeding there? There's nearly a difference of like 8,000 damage. An extra Uber there for White Glow. Condom coming up with 2 drops, but Lego really struggling on mids as well after the initial part. It was 5-2 in favour of mid, so like the stats really make Serpents look like a far superior team on Granary, but it should have been much closer.
Yeah, I think the one bright spot on Lego is actually Condom, who had a pretty good game. He did have 2 drops.
One was crits though.
Yeah, for sure. So, what was the other one? I actually already forgot.
Headshot.
Oh, right.
Some of
Yeah.
these stats are kind of padded, I guess, during the dead time. Like Kenzie ends up with 11 headshots throughout the map, which he didn't really play sniper until the game was over and Lego's heads were hanging. But
Yeah, it's not 150 headshots. It was 100 headshots for a large part of it.
look at the death stats. Like if you look at the stats sorted by death, Josh the Pocket actually dies the most. He gets 28 frags for 29 deaths, which is pretty much breaking even there. But like it just kind of shows how often he wasn't surviving those Uber pushes. He was really, really committing hard and hoping that his team would be able to play off that. But Serpents Uber trades were excellent.
Yeah, I also think it's worth noting that Josh was using shotgun the entire time, and he was still playing as if he had gunboats, right? Like he would do an Uber and then he would sort of kind of overextend a little bit, and then he would start jumping, and sometimes he would sort of whip out his shotgun. And if he had been using gunboats, then I think he would have had a lot better Uber exchanges, and he would have gotten out of situations where he otherwise wouldn't, and he would have had less deaths and maybe a little less damage. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, I assume there's a reason why he's using shotgun. Like, they must have just experienced a lot of sort of stalemates or situations where he's not really jumping around. Because in that situation, shotgun is superior because it's just extra free damage. But it's a bit odd. Like, Josh has been using gunboats almost exclusively for a long time. And you'd also think that sort of in preparation for DreamHack, he'd also use gunboats a lot more, just because on LAN people tend to just sort of ditch the shotgun after a while because
LAN rockets.
Yeah, LAN rockets are just so powerful. But I don't know. I think he ran shotgun the entire game, like including on mids, where you'd otherwise think that you just need to jump around a lot, and like it's so powerful on Granary mid. Because there's so much high ground, so many blind spots and blind angles, and you can't see anything. And if you just jump into the skybox, you can land on a high box. And I don't know, it seemed kind of weird, especially when I'm used to seeing him use gunboats. But I don't know what was going on there. Maybe he's on his alt where he doesn't have gunboats.
Item servers down.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like they're all wearing hats, fancy hats. So that should be the end of that speculation.
I've joined the new STV here, and I can see 12 players in the server. Well, 11 at least. Shadowburn's in spec. Demille's ping has gone down to a healthy 40. I assume this is going to be alright for everyone. We're going to go to Badlands here, and unfortunately, I don't know what it's like on the stream, but I've got that delightful STV soundscape bug where I can hear the demo man's soundscape. David says he hasn't got TF2 sound on yet.
I haven't noticed it, so I'm hoping it's just you.
Well, I hope so too.
No,
But
I
I
get it
Dr.
too.
Phil, wherever I am, you're always with me, Phil. But it looks like the teams are going to stay on the server as well, so we might be stuck with that. Apologies, it's just part and parcel of streaming TF2. Sometimes we get stuck with it. DavidTheWin says, at least it's not Permzilla's constant spam of I'm fully charged. That is a small blessing indeed.
But so you got my prediction last map. So what's your prediction on this one? Do you think Lego's going to be able to bounce back?
I think Josh has probably given them a stern word after that first performance. DeMille, who managed to hit 11 air shots, whatever it was, on 150 ping, now has 40. So rough maths, he's gonna get like 33 air shots this game. Yeah, so I think that's how it works. So I think I'll have to back Lego to come and get 3 points here and deny Serpents from creeping ahead of them, slithering ahead of them in the table. So yeah. No, wait, you're gonna back Lego. Should I back Serpents? No, I'm backing Lego.
No, I'm gonna back Serpents here. I think Lego is broken. They're just completely trashed. They've had some bad games, and now they've just sort of given up on the season, and it doesn't matter. And they're gonna be like really down. I think they're gonna have a bad mindset here. So I think Serpents will be able to edge them out. Let's see, 4-2. And it's going to be a slow game.
I think it's going to be one of those absolutely bonkers games where it's just constant aggression. Final score 5-4 Lego. That's my prediction.
So close. Nice.
Super close. No golden cap though. They're going to deny it right at the last. It's going to be Demul playing spy on last with that back cap. Yeah.
Imagine how cool a golden cap would be, because it would literally be 1 point separating the teams in the standings, right? Because Serpents need 1 point to catch up to Lego at this point. So,
yeah.
So whoever wins the.
I hope this gives encouragement to the Russians to stay together next season. I know the next season is a long time away. ETF2L season 23 probably won't be kicking off until like the end of January 2016. We'll have a nice long holiday break there. People are talking about Overwatch, of course, but Valve have told us that matchmaking is going to be coming out before the end of the year, so that is something to be excited about. And we've got plenty of events coming up as well. There's DreamHack Winter.
Yeah, that's the big one. At least as far I'm concerned. But I'm afraid I have some bad news about that. Like, apparently Sorix might not be able to go.
Like kid's hacking.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently he has like knee surgery or something. Maybe he's gonna blow it off and just like not be able to walk for a while and play TF2 instead. I hope so.
DavidTheWin is trying to correct me here in Mumble, saying that Valve never said it would come out this year. They basically did say that in their blog post. They said they were working on a bunch of cool stuff, including competitive matchmaking, and they'd have something, either more to say or they'd have something released before the end of the year. Right, something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I completely, like, I haven't really paid attention to it, at least not any dates or anything, because Valve and dates just do not work. You can't put any stock into that, because they found some problem or got some cool idea that they're going to work on forever, and it's going to be late. It always is. So
DavidTheWin is contesting me. He's saying it was only an inference. They never actually said it. They just implied it. And that's why whenever I first read it, I was like, this statement doesn't really hold much water. But then I was won over. I still believe Valve.
Yeah, I think we're about to go live here. At least yep, here we go. So map 2, winner of this map will take 4th place. We can potentially get a tie between them if Lego wins a golden cap, but otherwise this is for all the 4th places in ETF2L season 22 as we roll out. Shadowburn looks to be going really aggressively under. Oh, actually Demul has gone in onto the train of Serpents, and here comes Shadowburn, jumps onto a scout. That didn't work. Source completely shuts that down, and this is looking pretty good for Lego, but as I say that, they just lose 2 players instantly, and I think Lego's about to retreat here. Eisen behind line though, takes down Kenzie with a nice 2-shot, and he's about to make waves onto the enemy medic. But no, he retreats, and so does his own team. So Eisen just being left for dead behind. Forsaken takes him down eventually.
Kinda sketchy middle there. Dr. Phil tried to just walk into a clump of Serpents players right at the end there and get a Hail Mary, but it didn't work out for them. But luckily throughout all that, Condom stayed alive, so actually ends up having to pop there as MSH comes in and forces him. White Glow refuses to flash the Messiah. That's blasphemy. Sorik's going to pistol down MSH, but Demul has gone down on the engagement there, I think in the house. Josh looking for a buff. It's 5-on-5 here, but Serpents are just retreating.
He's thinking about running into 6 players here. He wisely doesn't do it. It really looked like he was thinking about it. But again, there's just this constant prodding where they're just looking for picks. And I don't know, I feel like Lego at the moment, yeah, Sorix, he didn't really have team play going into that. But so 2 people go down from Lego and 2 people go down from Serpent. So we're sort of back in the state of where a lot of people have gone down. Ubers are nowhere in sight for either team. So this could just be chaos. Any kind of suicide has a very strong probability of actually working here. And Lego just wants to push in through choke. This is very dangerous because Serpents have better... Oh my god! Just gets completely mulched by Shadowburn. And the superior respawns are about to come in here for Serpents, so now they're going to push through choke. They have an Uber. Condom is 10% away. He should be able to get it, but Lego is in a very bad position. They're all in the stone bridge, which is this easily spammable area. But GDK jumps in and gets picked. And there's that sort of GDK symptom of just overextending. Forsaken trades with Ison. And there's a scout on Spire. He's just sort of buying time. And there's a soldier as well. This is all just servers just spreading out, causing chaos. There's a scout in Novel Lobby. And
should work out well for
completely
Lego.
gone now.
Oh, Josh has launched Shadowburn up but can't connect the air shot. But, I mean, Serpents really, really overcommitted to that. Like, they were 3 players down, they still pushed ahead to the right hand side of Spire, even though Condom had popped really early. They had that Uber advantage. They should have just backed out, but they stayed in. They're lucky to escape with GDK, or with White Glow alive, but GDK gets a sticky frag there onto Josh with the trap, and then comes forward with the spam onto Phil. GDK busting Lego open here. Just smashing bricks all over the floor right now, Peter.
Yeah, that's a pretty poor job by Lego of chicken sticky trap there. That's such an easy way to lose, and it's really easy to prevent too. But good job by GDK getting those kills. And now Lego, they're stuck on last. They have an Uber advantage. It's not very big, and this should be very uncomfortable for them to push out of. But they are Lego, and they like to do these kind of things, play off of small advantages. But it does look like they opt not to do it. I think that's wise.
This would be a perfect time to do it. If Josh went here, he could kill GDK, because the combo has gone bottom left to do the double soldier spam, but he's going to take a peek there and then retreats. But he's trying to get forward here. He's down as low as 60 health there from 300. GDK spams him back with that left click, right click. The team huddle going on here for Serpents to try to decide what they want to do, and they're going to go for the double soldier spam again, bottom right. Forsaken and Shadowburn looking to get their buffs here. They're standing around. Looks like they're going to run Kenzie onto the point as well. There's some sort of play being set up here. He's going to run through.
Maybe Kenzie's just going to distract. Yeah, now both soldiers come in. And, I don't know, they didn't really get anything. They got Josh, but they lost 2 players. Did they run in scouts from 2 different directions? It looked kind of weird. Like, I've seen plays where people will, like, jump in a soldier and then have 2 scouts run in after the stickers have been deaded. Ison on the back cap actually completely destroys Shadowburn and gets out alive with 8 HP. Great job by Ison there. Just causing so much distraction for his team. And finally gets a full shots body shotted by Kenzie.
He already got tagged once there by Kenzie when he was escaping, and then he gets caught again. But look at Forsaken hiding in the Spire, kind of hiding in plain sight. He's going to jump here in onto Condom. Gets the drop. The rockets sync up just as he hits the ground. He manages to squeeze out one more rocket, and Condom cannot react. Kenzie is just popping off headshots as well. Lego looking in a really tough spot right now. Sorex and Phil are kind of hidden on Spire here, but I'm not sure what they can do.
How was Spire at the pause?
I didn't quite catch it. You know, the meter keeps moving, but they might be able to get the cap in. But what can they really do against Kenzie, who's going to like really deny a lot of the sight lines they can play? Phil can maybe spam the point for a bit, but I think eventually they're going to have to capitulate here.
The best thing they can do is just cap the point and then get out without losing anyone. Like that's the best they can hope for at this point. And White Glow with the full Uber advantage as well. So, I don't know, maybe Phil can just do the YOLO medic bomb. That has like a 5% chance of working.
That's probably his only option here. David reckons the point was about 2/3 of the way capped, so Phil with the pain train here should be able to get the cap off.
Yeah, Soix is also on the Spire with full health. So, and I think he has the winger, so he can actually jump up to Spire from where he is.
Get a headshot.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. It seems pretty obvious. You know, Kenzie is pretty notorious for having like a 100% accuracy sniper game against Lego on Viaduct. It was like a 20-minute game. And he had 100%
accuracy.
Yeah. Right, so
if someone did that to me in a lobby, I'd be like, this kid's hacking, ban.
Yeah. Right,
is he hacking? Are you calling him out?
I'm not saying he's hacking. I'm just saying he got 100% in a 20-minute match.
That's
pretty damn.
That's almost artificial, that statistic, you know? It's like Tool assisted.
I wish I could find the log. I don't feel like going through like the last 1,000 games Kenzie played to find that one log, but it's sort of a notorious thing. It's like, oh, Kenzie.
Wow, why is that not? Why is that not more publicly known? Can we get a demo review, please, ETF2L admins? Maybe he just had the perfect game, you know. I salute that. But I just spammed the link in chat there for Indiegogo fundraiser, and that's for
we started, and they do count the points, so now it's just a matter of getting out alive. So much for that. There was the headshot that we both sort of expected was heading for Sorix. But we have a full Uber advantage for White Glow. I think? Yep. 0%. That's what it says in the HUD. That works for me. But they have to cap Spire here first. So, like, Lego does have that going for them. Like, Dr. Phil is going to spawn in time. Will he actually go into the tube? Do the sort of patented Dr. Phil play? Doesn't look like he will. But they have a sentry, they might have a pyro. Not quite a pyro, but they're set up in a very defensive position here. And Forsaken is going to take in the Uber. And it does a lot of damage onto the soldier. It actually gets him with the help of Messiah. And Sorix goes down to a snipe, and GDK gets demolished. So, and Stiggies have been baited out from the point. Dr. Phil is now on the point, but this is just looking hopeless. A very, very good push there. They lost one player. They lost Forsaken. No, they didn't. He killed himself after the round ended. So, perfect push coming out for Serpents. They just keep rolling here, and they're looking very, very strong. I don't think anyone expected this to be so one-sided.
Yeah, the betters in Saloon.tf did not. They've already lost their money, or won skins if you were on the winning side, but here on the second middle with 23 minutes, 20 seconds remaining, it is 1-0 Serpents, continuing to dominate.
Yeah, oh, and yeah, Lego just lost a player, and they just...
This was the pause.
Yeah, pretty obviously. Yeah, that was the move dropping, so still apparently some sort of issues. Even though his ping is fine now. Oh, I thought GDK tried to jump through, but he just jumped onto that high ground. So he's just telescoping up there.
He's a railway signal enthusiast. He's up there inspecting the lights. It's like, yes. This is a vintage model. Taking a selfie there with the red safety lights.
Well, that's actually what, you know, that's just kind of what Russians do. They go onto high places and take selfies. It's very true.
Oh. Shadowburn trying to hide up there on the little cliffs above respawn, but gets spotted out. Gets knocked off his perch, and the scouts clean him up. GDK gonna go down on entry here as Josh comes in with a big dick Uber, and the pretty much immediate counter pop there from White Glow means they only have a second or two to chase out these Lego players before repush might come in. MSH tries to jump through choke, but just catches it a big pipe there to the face. And or maybe it was a rocket, but that sets things up for continued aggression here from Lego.
Josh jumps in aggressively now, and so does the moves. And I think, yeah, this is gonna work. GDK is getting forced out really hard. Yeah, it gets taken down as well, overextending as per usual. And this is a really strong push by Lego. It was pretty even. They didn't even have resupply advantage or man advantage or anything. They just sort of went on a positional advantage and health advantage. So
yeah, I think it was really the damage done. Like, I was looking at the team health, and it was like a 2-to-1 ratio in favor of Lego, even though the players were even.
Yeah, Sork's fighting in trash here, takes down the sniper. Great job by him. And he actually gets an Uber now too, takes down Shadowburn as well with the help of Josh. And they just clean up everybody. Only GDK, he's on last. He has last stick heat. But Sork is just peeking. He can't get up there to him. This is kind of funny at this point. Like, Josh actually comes in and kills him before Source could ever get the high ground. He tried so hard. But a very good push there by Lego. And that makes it 1-1. So, we're not going to have a one-sided game. Please, please. Let this actually be a good game.
That's like the first round Lego have gotten about 35 minutes of game time since they capped way back when on Granary. But they are back in the game here. And Izon's trying to run in through Closet. He's distracting Forsaken. Josh is going to jump forward. There are a lot of Serpents players bunched up on the choke. Oh my god, Godmill is in deep. He's trying to follow up with Josh. White Glow and GDK just fending off the threat. Kenzie turns around to finish off the mill as well. Kenzie ends
Sorry.
up with a 4K streak there on middle. Unbelievable.
Yeah, very, very strong mid again from Serpents. But it looked very, very weird to me, like that whole mid fight. It looked kind of disorganized. I want to say, like they weren't focusing very well. And now White Glow is going to have a huge Uber advantage going into last. Lego's actually holding forward. Demu! He's so close. Can he get him? Yes, he can. Oh my god. Absolutely clutch plays there by Demu. Lego is still holding forward, looks like, but they actually have a sentry on left. And now Condom he might get caught out. No, Sorix manages to defend him. Just fine. And they actually just keep holding top lobby, even though they have an NT on last. And now Sorix is just going to run out alone. Forsaken might be able to catch Condom out if he continues to go forward. He doesn't, though. And Sorix is onto White Glow now.
Forsaken
He
is
actually
not
takes
good.
him down again. White Glow just getting picked by... And takes down Kenzie as well. Oh my god, Sorix just being a beast here.
Forsaken's on last right now. He's trying to get in there. He tried to skip past the sentry gun range. MSH runs in against the level 3. Doesn't even make it as far as the point. 2 thrown frags there.
Kenzie with the air headshot onto Demu. Can he hit the second one onto Phil? I think he did. So Kenzie just hitting air shots here. He's shutting down Lego's push as much as he can, at least slowing it down. And there's a small backcap onto the Spire as well. I think Lego can afford to just ignore it if they're fast enough. But actually they're gonna pop an Uber into GDK.
Josh.
And Josh, he's trying to take down the medic.
Uh-oh, Condom needs help. Josh is in against 3.
Forsaken just destroyed.
MSH onto Condom gets him down to 14, but meanwhile Josh gets smashed by Forsaken. Both medics under pressure there by Lone Wolves, but both medics survive.
Kenzie's holding in choke here, trying to get a pick. He's been spotted though, but he's sort of making a lot of space for his own team to go in. Dr. Phil gets has a soldier on him, and he gets taken down. So a great Uber here coming out for White Glow and his team. And GDK is actually going to try and spawn camp, maybe? Nope, doesn't go for it. But it's still a pretty easy pick here. And Condom is being jumped by a soldier. He's in lobby. Oh, the soldier just leaves him alone. So he manages to get out alive. Josh is fighting a soldier on Spire. And
This,
still just struggling because of his shot.
MGE, I believe.
Yeah.
Shadowburn wins that reset. And I have to check out the Kenzie cam. He's already rushing into main here. He's playing sniper. Looking for the angle. He sees them!
Oh my god.
Yes. Hacks
That
confirmed.
body shot.
Somehow finds the medic just peeking out from behind the demo man there. He's gonna get the pick onto eyes on more body shot.
Oh my god, the triple body shot. The kill streak. And Forsaken takes down Demul there with some nice rockets. And GDK is going to go on to the point, sticking himself off, hits a nice pipe and gets 2 more sticky kills there. Just walks onto the point. And Kenzie just going absolutely massive there. Just peeking a little bit, taking down Condom with just the slightest of edges or just holes to peek through. And then gets 2 more kills. So 2-1. As GDK goes through house, Dr. Phil is in Valley, it looks like, kind of. And GDK has been pushed back really far into his own choke. And Dr. Phil is fighting a soldier under the point. Gets taken down by Messiah. Like, Lego is being super aggressive under the point, trying to walk under it, while Demul sort of distracts from behind. He gets taken down by Kenzie, and I think Lego just needs to get out at this point. Ison tries to go onto the medic, gets White Glow, just jumps across like over 3 players and takes down White Glow. So that's going to save this mid for Lego. Soldier is still on mid, distracting. But this is all about whether or not Condom can escape, and he can. So a big Uber advantage for Lego. They lose mid, but I think they should be able to hold second just fine. Like, look how little cap time is actually on it. They have 2 soldiers hiding forward. Shadowburn
wow.
and Forsaken both hiding.
Josh reads that Kenzie has run ahead here. I guess counting the number of players, cap on a middle. He knew a scout wasn't there, so he looks down lower and sees Kenzie. Forsaken gets spotted out there in the balcony. Lego very paranoid here. And Shadowburn is just up above. He's looking at Demul jumping forward into the house. He's able to relay that information to his teammates. But Shadowburn just hiding above the red spawn now is going to drop down. And Demul is, you know,
Is he going to
given his
backhand?
team that... Oh wow, he showed himself there. He touched the point. He's going to jump up here. Yeah, you're right. Of all the options,
I don't
he
think
goes
this
for
is
the
gonna
back
work
cap.
without the paint ring. You put so little pressure on. Like they don't even have to hurry. They just go and take him down, while even capping mid. So they just sent down like 2 or 3, or sent back 2 or 3 players and then took him down. I don't think going for back caps like that when you have anything but the paint ring is worth it, in my opinion.
Like, the low risk play was just to kill Demille. He could have gone for the force, whatever, but I don't know. That was bizarre. Meanwhile, Lego trying to get aggressive here, and they end up getting forced, so they pop their charge. Forsaken, denying Demille there. He's going to jump forward into Condom, gets the med pick, and now he's on to Dr. Phil, sets that one up for Shadowburn, and is looking to kill off Sorex, but Messiah going to claim that frag. But wow, Serpents, you can't underestimate them. You can't give them those little opportunities where these players are going to smash you. Forsaken now going to continue to find eyes on there in-house. And this
Just
continued
really
man
great
advantage,
play by Forsaken.
it's going to be great for them.
Like that Uber was great, and then he even goes forward and picks up Ison. That's just really good play by him. And like you know, you can't give him that much space. There's 2 scouts onto the spire. Josh jumps in, takes down 2 players.
One rocket.
Yeah, only 1 rocket needed, and now 3 players are down. And yeah, Timur took down a guy as well, and Joss is just gonna jump in aggressively here, just force the entire team to get out. And actually, everybody from Lego is in this choke, and I don't know, they only have 1 scout on them at this point. I feel like if they
What?
just kept,
That should have been a wipe. Why did they stop?
yeah, I don't know, they just walked back. They only had 1 guy in. That was odd. Like they
It
just
looked like Josh thought, you know, oh, my teammates are going to get these frags, so he turns around to middle to make sure there's no threat, but both players were up in front of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they just gifted like 3 lives to Serpents.
So
That's
White
odd.
survives, but Condom still has like a 30% Uber advantage, and it's going to be Josh leading down main here. He's actually not got a full buff, so as the Uber gets popped off, he's only got about 120 health there, so 200 now, but he's going to jump into the tube. Dr. Phil is trying to sticky the point here. The scouts are rushing for it, but it's turned into a meat grinder as Serpents all
Dr.
just
Phil going for the
focus
point now.
vibes.
Actually, he hits a nice pipe there. And now there's rollers on the point. And Sorix against a fully
Sorix.
overhealed Sorix.
Dude,
against,
just stand on the point, man. Nice!
Wow. Yeah, Sorix not gonna miss that. So, I want to say a good push, but it was a good enough push. At least. Right.
Solid, man. The only thing that matters is that it's 2-2 right now. Serpents and Lego tied up here as we go to the 5th middle. And I'm going to take a look at the Josh perspective. He's rolling through closet here. We're going to see the soldiers bombing up, I guess. But Shadowburn is counter jumping him here. Josh getting launched up. Does manage to just surf on the edge of the rock there, in fact. And jumps up, but he's trying to finish off Forsaken. But
The
Lego
bull is onto the medic, but he gets completely shut down. And Ison takes down GDK. Ison actually comes in with a big flank, takes down two players, and he's not done yet. He's in top lobby now, just trying to chase down players, but White Glow wisely retreats using that left entrance into last point. Oh, and they actually have 0 cap point onto mid here. It's a pretty big blunder by Lego there, or unfortunate circumstance. That's going to allow Serpents to actually contest Spire.
Shadowburn! 2 directs there onto Phil, launched him off the spire, sets up the frag for MSH. Condom about to get forced here as Messiah comes circling underneath. The counter pop from White Glow has a few seconds milked here. Condom's trying to escape towards Choke. Josh is looking to escort him out. GDK's jumping forward, laying stickies down. Condom wants to take the fight now with Izon and Josh. They've got good health and they bust the flank open here. Serpents may have just overcommitted to this. Izon and Sorix gonna be able to combine to gun down White Glow. And now Kenzie and Shadowburn just have to roll the dice and see what they can get, but all they find is an air shot, rockets to the face as Shadowburn gets smacked down and Izon steals that one from his soldiers. Unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely an overextension. They were down a player, I think, maybe even 2, and then they walked all the way to Lego's choke, and then they just got sandwiched. So, a bit of a blunder there, and we're gonna see a huge Uber advantage coming in for Lego. I wonder what they're gonna do with it. Usually they take 2 scouts, I think, Looks like they might be going for a soldier and a scout top left. We'll see. It's about to come in, and they actually pop. And it's a demo and a scout. Ison taking down Messiah, who was on Pyro very quickly. So they're in just fine. And Condom's just going to stand on the point. Yeah, clean push. Very well played by Lego.
God Mill getting that demo pick in GDK really early. He couldn't do any shenanigans around the point. Condom saw it and just got the cap. So Lego now coming up with the response here. My prediction, 5-4, looking good. 9 minutes left, plenty of time for action. As we arrive on the 6th middle here, who do you want to see?
I want to look at the Shadowburn, see what he does. He's been playing pretty passive, I think. And again, he's just playing under, now jumps in onto Dr. Phil, gets him immediately. And yeah, I think he's just going to force out Lego. Like, Lego is so trapped in their own choke. Actually, Kenzie tries to get the Lego medic, but Condom survives. Now this GDK is fighting Josh. Josh doesn't quite have enough health. So, yeah, like Shadowburn's aggression there, just take down Phil early on. That actually is going to be enough to win Serpents this mid. And Lego's in lobby right now, just looking to contest Spire from trash area. And that's usually pretty difficult to do. And actually Forsaken jumps onto Sorix, just catches him out. Great job there. This is going to be an easy Spire cap. Still even Ubers, so we'll see what they make of it. If they just push on the Sorix push, or if they or pick, and then, or if they just send in a Suicider, or do a drive push. I don't know. They have so many different options available to them here. And they are going to send a Suicider. That was Shadowburn. Hits one rocket onto Condom, but that's all he can do. And now Lego, they like to go for these sort of counter pushes. Josh is peeking aggressively, but he doesn't quite dare go out that door. You know, there's usually stickies there. But now he does go out. Looks like Josh just wants to sort of force this this fight.
They see it coming.
Yeah, for sure. Like they've done a great job. They were like 4 players sort of clustered up, but then they just split out as soon as they saw Josh trying to force an Uber, so that it would be a one-on-one Uber fight. So great job by them there. Well played. Now there's a forward hold.
MSH is hiding at trash right now. Shadowburn is going to jump ahead to look for information for his team. Kenzie's still playing sniper here, just trying to open the roller door to see if he can get a miracle headshot. But Forsaken is going to jump through down main. He's going to last here. He's trying to skip jump. But both scouts going to just focus him down. And yeah, movement totally stunned there.
Yeah, a good try though. Like this is a pretty like free attempt, right? And it actually opened up enough area that Kenzie is actually in really far in main, and GDK gets taken down again by Demur. This seems to be sort of a pattern. GDK has been picked a lot this map, and Messiah's hiding on a lamp. He's trying to punish Lego for pushing. Both Lego scouts are on the balcony here. They're gonna fight a soldier. Takes down Shadowburn, and Josh takes down Kenzie. I think that was an air shot, and then a shotgun follow-up.
Oh, Dr. Phil manages to escape on half health. Forsaken is going to use this Uber charge to jump up and deny the cap with their kills off Izon. Now is playing MGE versus Josh, but gets launched skywards with a nice meaty rocket to the face. I think Demul managed to hold on to last there as well. This is a cap came in on Spire. Condom eventually pops off, but hasn't lost a player since Izon went down. They do realise Shadowburn has jumped behind though, so this whole momentum for Lego is just stunted by the fact that Shadowburn is right there in lobby, stealing their med packs, threatening the back, but they're unsure of what they're going to do.
Again, he just gave away his position without really going for the back cap, so now he's just sort of a free pick. Alright, now he's in lobby, he's just trying to escape, but there's like so many players on him. And
Sorix is on middle as well at the same time. Sorix is just like running around looking for Russians, and he realises that they're all playing super passive. And they're trying to, I guess, bait Lego into the Kenzie sniper, but Lego are coming from Valley. Kenzie's just standing there on choke. Rockets hits a nice raining down. He finds a frag anyway, what?
Lego's pretty close to having the Uber though, so Whiteglow has to be careful. If Whiteglow gets too close, he could be overwhelmed and killed, but he actually retreats down to Stonebridge.
Oh, they're stacking the flank here. Lego rolling through Valley. MSH just about escapes that rocket from Josh. The Uber comes in as they launch forward into the lobby. GDK is isolated. Josh gets the frag stolen by Sorix. comes in with the scattergun backstab, and now he's running and he's forced onto Whiteglow here. And Lego are in good position to just disappear. Condom actually getting caught out as Shadowburn appears from Haunter. Godmill up on the spire right now. Sorex on balcony. Dr. Phil trying to walk forward here. Whiteglow going down. Both medics rest in peace. Izon picking up MSH in the house now. And Serpents just scrambling to keep control of the spire in what's turned out to be a very scrappy situation. Shadowburn catches Dr. Phil with a rocket. But the Serpents getting all the frags here. It's just one-way traffic. After the medics were taken out of the equation, they just beasted it.
Yeah, they had slightly more health and they managed to sort of play together better. Like Lego were just sort of doing their own thing, running around trying not to get spotted. But they eventually all do get spotted and then 2v1. And GDK jumps in aggressively onto Condom here. He actually hits him with a big sticky on the first one. Condom's down to 60 HP, but he does get out alive. And Kenzie takes down Demul. And I think we're about to see a big push come in here from Serpent. They all go through choke now. And if they can just put enough time on the spire and get this.
Shadowburn gets the pick onto Condom there. Condom had been like half health, but Kenzie tagged him and his regen wasn't really kicking in, so he was still pretty weak there. Shadowburn managed to just jump and connect that rocket. Medic down for Lego here, and huge Uber advantage for Whiteglow.
Whiteglow
He tag teams Josh with Forsaken then onto Izon as well. So this Uber's already yielded 2 frags as they make their entrance onto last. Taken is just going to play the point, but he jumps up and Whiteglow's able to cap most of it. The point is very much exposed. MSH is just going to step on
it, and he does. That was a great play by Forsaken there. It sort of faked him out. Looked like he was going to go on the point, but instead he jumped up and then he pulled. Then Whiteglow could just go down and cap a ton. And then they could just sort of double around and cap the point eventually. So great play there.
This middle GDK is just sticky in his own closet here. He's trying to play passive, but Godmill and Phil are just walking up the slope. MSH is going to drop down and drop Phil. He's in onto Condom as well. Lego's strategy of pushing under and shithouse there at the same time was just undone there by MSH. Izon, last man alive here for Lego, is about to get manhandled. Surely he is going to catch that rocket from Forsaken.
Another really solid mid pick. At least Whiteglow did go down. So has he not gone crit? He has gone crits. It's a really obvious crit situation here. Whiteglow spawned quite a bit earlier than Condom. So he was going for the crits. So the GDK crits, right? That's a thing. Shadowburn's already on the spire, but he actually gets completely denied, and they're gonna have to retreat. There are 2 people down, and Lego likes to push on this.
Yeah, the Serpent Scout's kind of getting ahead of the game there, but this crits isn't just up quite yet. Shadowburn looking for the crits. He got an ace earlier in the season. Whiteglow and he are moving forward. Immediately finds Demul. He launches Josh up. He's going for the air shot, but GDK steals it. It was going wide anyway, I think. But he manages to pick up 2 frags there as he gets eyes on as well. Dorex wins the 1v1 in Kenzie in Valley and just jukes around, fakes back on GDK, and he's going to jump up onto the balcony there. He might consider going for a play. No, looks like he wants to run back to
Messiah's
last.
on to last. Tried to sneak in, but Demul spots him and just takes him down with ruthless efficiency. And I don't know, Condom has a big Uber advantage, so I think we might be seeing a counter push here. Josh wants to go.
Look at the time, man. It's only 80 seconds left as it stands.
Yeah, it might not even be worth pushing out here. If they get back cap, they lose everything. But Josh is behind the medic now. Dr. Phil takes down 2. Wow.
That looked like it was going to be a slam dunk for Forsaken, but Phil with the big sticks there crushes the combo. MSH is hiding on that lamp again. Dr. Phil pre-fire, and he senses something is up. And he's going to set up that frag for Sorex. Kenzie's playing sniper here. Lego have 54 seconds to push and win the map outright. Otherwise, it's going to go to a golden cap, guys. The scenario that we were kind of hoping for, Peter.
Yeah. The golden cap. It's going to be so close. Right. Man, I'm going to have to look at the stand. Lego was ahead by 4, right? Oh my god. Condom gets taken down by Forsaken, a nice suicide there. Just gonna do a suicide on his own in return. There's 30 seconds left. If Lego beef this enough, they can actually lose this round. There's 20 seconds left. Shadowburn's on the Spire. He's gonna let a scout cap, and now they're just gonna barrel in through main. 15 seconds. Lego could lose this.
Kenzie Sniper, he's looking top left again. He wants that med pick. Gonna get another body shot on the Condom. Headshots to Heavy. Twice back-to-back headshots.
Oh my god.
Josh goes down as well. Dr. Phil!
Oh my god.
Hold on just enough seconds there for us to get that golden cap we've been dreaming on. The main 30 minutes ends 3-3 here. And this is just perfect beer. Let's take a quick look at the logs before they ready up. There we go. There we go. I see the logs now. Forsaken top damage 310 per minute. Josh just snipping on his heels there with 302. But in terms of kills and assists per death, you can't look past Sorex. 31 frags, 13 assists, and 15 deaths, giving him a 2.9 kill assist to death ratio.
Yeah, Sorex stepping up there, big time.
Look how one-sided the mids are. 6-1 in favour of Serpents. That's not going to bode well for a golden cap.
Indeed. I think the most interesting stat here, if you look at Josh and the damage done, he's been using shotgun the entire time, but he's only done like 500 damage with the shotgun. So he doesn't use the shotgun very much. It seems like a really obvious switch to just go perma-gun boats, you know, and just have much higher survivability. I don't know, it's kind of confusing to me. Because normally when you see like people go shotgun, they get a third of their kills with the shotgun. But that's definitely not the case.
The MSH magic kind of hasn't stayed with him for this second map. He only ends up going 17 for 4 for 27 there. He actually almost bottom damage. His only eyes on 1 point per minute less than him, but he has significantly fewer deaths. MSH with the big feed here. But again, Josh dies a lot. He's like second in terms of deaths.
Yeah, and Dr. Phil having another pretty lackluster game. It's a lot better than last map, but it's still not very good. And GDK not doing too well either. It's kind of fine, but it's sort of like a middling. Like both demos seem to be struggling here with the wanton aggression of both teams. Just like they're getting rushed down a lot, and then they just get overwhelmed. But we have gone live. Serpents need to win this to tie for 4th place. If Lego win this, they get 4th place. And I think Serpents... Yeah, they're going to get 5 no matter what, because they're ahead of TLR. But let's go. I'm going to look at the Demul on this mid. He actually goes under, try to see if he can make anything happen. He's just spamming up and not really getting anything done so far. Sorex is the first casualty, but Demul comes up now. He's onto the medic straight away. Does a lot of damage, but doesn't get any kills. But Eisen comes in now, see if he can follow up, but no. Lego just doesn't really have any kind of I don't know, coordinated aggression.
They give Serpents, like, they take 3 fights where they're unnumbered, like single players going in one at a time against multiple Serpents players, and obviously it's not going to end well for them. Sorex is going to get caught by GDK there. Uber's traded here at Trash. There's actually going on behind. Messiah takes out Eisen, but Demul is going to avenge his fallen comrade. Condom is just trying to retreat here, and he meets up with Demul, but Serpents seem to be winning this fight, but they're not getting any cap time. This Sorex is going to be back on the field right now. Are Lego going to be brave enough to move forward here, or are they just going to give up Spire? It looks like they're going to give up.
Yeah, being caught on last is a really uncomfortable position to be in a golden cap. Even more so than a normal game. But, I don't know, I'm kind of curious to see...
He's playing Pyro. MSH. He's just standing in spawn, he's unsure what he wants to do.
He didn't go sniper? I guess they're going to do a dot push.
They must have flipped a coin there. He let Kenzie back into the spawn, David tells us. So the unexpected Kenzie sniper could yield some entry pick here. He's looking top left right now, trying to find that aggressive defender. Josh loves to move forward here. He might just get a headshot. No, it's going to be just a tag there, a flesh wound onto the Irish pocket. And Kenzie has shown his hand. They know there's a sniper and they can play accordingly.
Yeah, like they're just gonna play it super slow and really safe. I think I'd do this as well. They're just gonna slow down the game, just give the snipers as many chances as possible. Solix goes down. Solix peeking there. So this should be the beginning of a push coming in. Maybe not. Oh, they're just not doing anything on that. They want a better pick. That's very passive by them.
The double soldier spam here, trying to focus down that sentry gun, but Izon is doing a great job as the repairing man.
Reparation man. Kenzie is now at the barrels again. He's gotten Condom doing this before. See
Twice.
If he can do it again. Oh, he sees the meta beam, but no, he's been spotted and spammed out. Once again.
Here's what I would do if I was Serpents. I would just like do a total throw push here. Because like it's tough to break this defense. Just go in, make a total mess of it, but keep Kenzie alive, have him sitting like way back on choke, and force Lego to make the push out. Like don't try and win it here. Go in and force Lego to come out. You've got like indefinite time. They're going to use Kenzie to try and pick Godmill here from the bottom right, but he's just pre-firing these rockets. He probably thinks it's a soldier he's spamming, but Kenzie trying to snipe bottom right. They're really relying on Kenzie here to get the pick, but it's going to be tough to break this defense.
Yeah, Forsaken trying to peek a little bit again, but they're just being so passive. They're just taking absolutely no chances. Like, they could at least do like a double soldier spam from bottom right or something, you know? Like, just at least spread out Lego's focus. It looks like they're actually going to do that now. Yep,
Lego
here we go.
They can afford to make a low-risk play here. Like, DeMille could easily go spy if he wanted, try and go behind for some shenanigans, but they just seem really determined to sit back here and hope that Serpents make some catastrophic misjudgment, but kind of not showing their opponents any
there's actually a soldier
respect
now. Yeah. Shadowburn ended up getting taken down. So he went for a little sack there. Didn't really get anything. Kenzie's just still constantly perma-scoped in. He's looking at the engine now. Barely misses eyes on that fat sentry in the way. Alright, do we have anything interesting on Shadowburn? Well, we have a direct hit. I guess they're tired of that sentry. And no banner. It's kind of
Shadowburn
unusual.
is a big Highlander player as well. Like he's definitely knows how to bust a sentry.
Oh, you say that. Ah, there we go. He got it. But he's a bit trapped in... Oh, Josko down. And Izon. Wow. So a 2-for-1 there. Coming out. And now the push is finally going to be there. But...
Sorix gets a force on the white glow there. Shadowburn whiffing all his direct hit rockets, and he's just going to jump onto the point here and try and make something happen. 300 health, he's surfing around out there, eventually drops onto Phil's stickies. He just waited for the perfect moment and claims that frag. And eventually, Lego's patience pays off here. They've got 6 players up, 3-man advantage in the forward. MSH runs past Josh though, but Josh with a quick reaction gets a second rocket onto him to keep his medic alive. And Lego, man, they've just been let out of jail here.
Yeah, there's a soldier onto Condom. Condom dodges well and
nice.
surfs. Yeah.
He sold
Nice
that
job
one. He
there.
sold the fake to Forsaken. Just got counterfeited there. Forsaken only lands 1 rocket out of 3 or 4.
Yeah. But that's just going to gift Lego a pick, which is kind of odd when they already run a sniper. GDK goes down again. GDK just constantly so far forward.
Josh gets mad at him. I don't know, Josh just stands in the doorway and taunts. I think he thought he was dead, but his teammate ran in. He finds a frag with the shotgun we discussed. But Lego are actually a man down here. In the scheme of things, they're outnumbered, and they're just trying to buy time for Condom to get that charge up. They're standing here in the blue house, in Serpent's house. Uber's being traded here on choke. Forsaken
Actually, a
just
better Uber for Lego.
standing around. Josh is super weak. Phil gets tagged by Kenzie as well. The health is terrible here for Lego, but it's not much better for Serpents. And Forsaken tries to force the issue, but gets slapped down. DeMille gonna jump forward but stunned in the air by another body shot there from Kenzie. He's surely gonna go down as he gets rushed by eyes on him, Phil. So many frags coming in, Serpents just get absolutely nuked.
Shadowburn is trying to be cute on Spire. He's gonna jump like 4 players. Actually onto the medic now. Ooh, almost got him. That almost worked. He didn't go for the medic straight away, but then he just kind of jumped off a Spire and like, oh, there's a medic here. Then he only had 2 rockets. Soyx gets taken down by Kenzie. A bit of an overextension there. But Lego, they almost have Uber, and they have Uber advantage, so they're about to go in. Forsaken is being very aggressive in lobby. I'm kind of curious what he's trying to accomplish.
Look at this.
Oh, he's actually behind the drop down. He's going to take down Dr. Phil, so that's a good play. And DeMille gets taken down as well. -2.
What? Stand on
the point.
GDK! That had to be GDK's responsibility. I mean, well, Forsaken was behind, but Sticky's on the point, man. It's Devilman fundamentals.
Last. Yeah.
Oh wow. Kinda anticlimactic, but that round, the story of the round, Lego holding on for dear life on their own last, a heartbreaker round in the Golden Cap, and Lego managed to claim 2 points from 6, and that was just what they needed to hold on to their 4th place spot, right?
Yep. Lego gets 4th, and Serpents gets 5th, and TLR gets 6th, I believe. That should be how it works.
Is this the first season Lego have been in the Premiership and not been relegated?
I'm trying to think. I've sort of washed it out of my brain, so that's probably true. Yeah, I think Lego has been like last or second to last every time in Prem. So definitely the best season for them.
That's impressive, man. Well done, Lego. Well done.
Just hanging in there.
We've got the logs here for the Golden Cap. It was 8 minutes of Golden Cap action there. But Josh coming up with some efficient stats there. 5 for 3 for 1 death. 8.0 kill assist to death ratio. Puts out 337 damage per minute. He came good when it mattered. Not a lot to say about that. I mean, it was kind of the game could have gone on longer if GDK had stickied the point. He ends up with 117 damage per minute, tied there with MSH. Not many minutes played, obviously, but
yeah, it was
GDK sticky the point, man.
Yeah, they had to. I kind of feel like Serpents sort of blew it there at the end with.
Absolutely.
First off, they never really did a proper push until Lego's last. They just kind of waited, and eventually things went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they actually got a lot of picks onto Lego, and then, well, Sticky's on the point. So a bit of a mess up there. Do we have interviews lined up?
Who are we gonna interview? Lego? Do they give interviews? Nah, I don't reckon we will. I'm not gonna hold out for them. If they're listening to the stream and they want to come for an interview, go ahead. Like, we would welcome any Serpents or Lego players to hop on in here. But maybe it happened, maybe it won't. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we do have coming up. Obviously, as mentioned earlier, that animated Reason game was wildcard, it was just forfeited. Animated 3 in the tile right at the end of the season. Didn't want to play that one, didn't want to get smashed. So that didn't happen on our second stream. But the next games coming up will be, I guess, we might cast one of those Razor Sunday Cups.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
On Sunday, the ones you can win the 120 euros worth of vouchers. Go check that out at the Razor Arena. I don't have the link handy, sorry guys. But also on Saturday, Master of Classes by TF2 Stadium. This is it's pretty incredible. They've put together a whole bunch of seminars, online streams and stuff. That's going to be happening tomorrow sometime. Don't have the exact time. Let me actually check on TFTV. We're being joined by players here for interview. But that's happening in Saturday at 19 CST. I think Saicho's going to be giving a talk on EU gimmicks. That's surely perhaps going to be the TF2 highlight of the year. talk more about these events actually, as we are joined in. Talk more later even. We're joined in Mumble now by Condom and Dr. Phil. Congratulations, guys! You lost the match, but you've just about held on to your 4th place in the league. How does it feel?
It feels very average.
Yeah.
So mixed feelings. What did you expect going into this match?
It's tough to say. Like, we coming into the season and during the season, we definitely thought that we would not be losing versus these kind of teams. But we've sort of gone into a slump, and we haven't been performing like the past week at all. We've been losing PCWs and losing officials as well. And everybody's been kind of tilted on Mumble. The atmosphere is kind of bad at the moment, and we're sort of in a slump. But we're just hoping that we can lift ourselves up from it and
turn it around.
Yeah, commit to DreamHack.
Yeah,
come out strong on the other side.
Yeah, of course you guys are going to DreamHack, so I assume that's what you'll be looking forward to, since you're not going into the playoffs. Are you going to be scrimming really hard, and like what kind of preparations are you doing for DreamHack?
I don't know, Phil. What are you doing?
We're probably gonna scrim a lot and try to get Hellberg into like the Mool's role, or maybe try to play around Hellberg and how he's gonna play. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, Hellberg going instead of the Mool. And what's the status on Sorix about?
We're not sure yet.
Yeah, it's not really 100% on everything. Don't
What's
have
the
anything
issue?
for sure.
What's the uncertainty?
Because he's got a surgery on the 28th
Yeah.
of November.
So right now we're kind of considering scouts and trying to think of what we're gonna do for DreamHack.
Yeah.
Is it definite that he's not going, or just
Well,
you're waiting?
it's not. It's kinda definite. We don't really know for sure. Like, the hospital called him up and told him that he's been on a waiting list for some time, and he's available for surgery on the 28th. So it's pretty written for him. DreamHack, that is.
Yeah, of course. There's you're not the only team with some weird roster issues. There's been like so much will they won't they about people showing up. Like I think Shocky might have been switched out, and I think like medics have been switched out for TF2 Center. So there's a lot of chaos going on. But either way, it should be great. I guess I should mention that we still have the Lego fundraiser going on. So if you want to help us, go to DreamHack and support us. And of course, I'll try and make some videos. I know we have Dashner coming, and Aaron and all those guys. They always do a really great job at doing production, and I know they're doing some behind the scenes videos and stuff you guys should all look forward to. I guess that's all I'll really plug it. Not put too much pressure on the shoulders.
It's not just a donation to these fine players at LEGO, though. It's a donation to the spirit of competitive TF2. If you want to see high-level play at a really huge esport event like DreamHack Winter, sure, we're only in the exhibition hall, but we are going to be there making waves, trying to get people's attention, remind them, shouting on megaphones, competitive TF2 is a thing. We're still here 8 years later. Please support us. Get ready for the matchmaking promised land that we're all surely to be delivered to. But I can't recommend enough to donate to this fundraiser. I'm spamming the link in Twitch again.
Yeah, and I think we have some pretty neat perks. Like, we have a lot of perks that sort of get us involved in the community, where we help out people and sort of give things back. So, like, if you donate, make sure you take one of those perks, and not just give us free money. Make us work for it, guys.
Definitely. Going back in time a little bit to the start of the season, Condom, you guys entered in as the hot new team making waves in the Premiership, managing to take points off TLR in week 2.
Well, right from the beginning of the season, we were a really promising team, but we've sort of had a lot of disappointments going through, just narrowly losing.
Both Epsilon and Reason.
Yeah, both Epsilon and Reason.
Or Tier 2 Center.
And then the thing with Animate on Process, that was horrible.
What happened?
And it just keeps going downhill. Good question.
Did the Animate game break you?
Don't really know for sure. It's just a big slump we're in at the moment, at least. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that one, Phil? Can you pinpoint it? At what point the dynamic changed?
I guess it was kind of after the Process game. We still pulled through on Sunshine and actually did well, but after that, I don't know. Things kind of seem to have changed a bit. Just have to get back into it, I guess. The big thing here and try to stick together and ride it out.
So from this point on, your league commitments are done with.
Yep.
Are you guys going to be playing strictly with your LAN roster now?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to be practicing how many days a week? How seriously are you taking DreamHack?
Just probably normal scrims.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only 1.5 week until. It's not really much. Just scrim for one week more.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Like that.
Do you feel like Full Tilt deserved to be in 3rd place? Should that not have been your playoff spot?
Well, the way we played, we didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
At least the way we've been playing lately. I think if we played like we did against Reason and Tier 2 Center, then sure, but...
Yeah.
If you'd met them earlier in the season, though, is it kind of...
If we met all the teams earlier in the season...
Are you wondering what could have been?
Not really. Don't look back, just keep looking forward.
I was asking Beater, is this the first time that LEGO have been Prem and not been relegated? Is that accurate?
Well, yeah, I think so. Well, we ended 2nd to last season, so...
That's still one of the danger spots, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
we
even
did
though you guys
well
are feeling
again.
bad, it's actually a big achievement. You should probably have a lot more positive output. It's just that you performed really well in the beginning of the season, and now you're kind of feeling down due to underperforming in the ending. But overall, you actually did amazing.
Yeah.
So cheer up.
Let's get a round of clappers in the Twitch chat. Well done, LEGO. Well done.
Thank you.
What are the motivations then? In the team, are you even thinking about what you're going to do after Christmas when the new season comes around? Or
I
even...
think we're gonna do DreamHack first and then take it afterwards.
Yeah. Just one thing
That's
at a
what
time.
it feels like at the moment.
Are you guys going to be playing any of these Razor Cups coming up? I think there'll be one on Sunday.
I doubt it. We might. We normally don't play Sundays at all, but I think we're just gonna go for regular scrims until DreamHack.
Yeah.
Not really. Because if we partaking in Razor Cups, it's fun and all, but you're showcasing your team, and if you do bad, then it's a bad advertisement. Would rather just scrims and not have
Are you
not
actually
have it
worried about
streamed.
that?
What? Like we're playing right now, I don't think we would be.
You don't want to damage the LEGO brand?
Not that. It's not that we're damaging the LEGO brand. It's just pointless to go into it if we haven't practiced the things that we need to do.
It's pointless with that attitude, mister. You need to shape up. Stop feeling so sad for yourself, so sorry for yourself. Turn that frown upside down, Condom.
Yeah, Condom, you little bitch.
Can I join? I'll be your sports psychologist. Sign me onto the team there.
Yeah. So I guess what was the highlight of this season? Which is your best season yet? What was the high point?
Well,
Slamming TLR.
Yeah, I guess slamming TLR, but I guess we kind of expected to win TLR though, because we were already beating them, and we were getting really good games versus Reason and Epsilon and all those other Full Tilt as well. like in the early season, we were getting very good scrims versus them. So it definitely wasn't something that came at us from the blue. But yeah, I guess getting a point of Epsilon felt really good as well.
Yeah.
Even though it was disappointing that we didn't take more of them, like.
And close game against Reason as well.
Kind of
Also good.
came in from no expectations and performed really well. Can't be disappointed with that.
Very true. All right, I think that's all I have to ask. Yeah, I don't know, Admirable. Do you have anything else to ask?
I don't have any questions for these nerds, but I've got plenty of stuff to talk about. As I said, that Master of Classes is happening tomorrow, courtesy of TF2 Stadium. Kind of like TF2 seminars, TF2 lectures.
Isn't it Saturday?
Yeah, or what day is this? Thursday?
This is Thursday today?
Such an idiot.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
happening on Saturday. Don't trust me, go to teamfortress.tv/schedule and you can see all the
Saturday school.
events there.
Oh my god.
Saito's giving a talk on EU gimmicks, just be there for that at least. High playoffs are going to be starting from Sunday the 15th. No idea of the exact schedule of that, but keep an eye on teamfortress.tv. Premiership playoffs then will be most certainly happening on Sunday the 22nd. That's going to feature Full Tilt, TF2 Center, and Reason Gaming. That's going to be a sick evening of TF2. I'm sure we'll have more promotion coming up on that. Then on Friday the 27th, DreamHack Winter begins from Jönköping. I murdered that pronunciation, in Sweden. Highlander Season 9 is running this whole time as well. Go Highlander. And then DavidTheWin has confirmed that Valve are going to release matchmaking in 2015. You heard it here first.
Whoa.
Oh. Damn.
He's spamming me on Mumble now. Of course, the monthly mayhem continues that $1,000 Razor Cup, but if you didn't sign up for the first round, you can't actually enter it anymore. Sorry for kicking Saints out by accident, by pressing the wrong button and ruining their evening. I want to tell you guys as well that we do have some new snazzy social media links as well. So if you're ever wondering, oh, what's the Team Fortress TV Steam group or Twitch or whatever, just type whatever it is you're looking for, .teamfortress.tv, twitch.teamfortress, twitter.facebook, youtube, and steam.teamfortress.tv. Our Facebook page is the newest addition there. We might start using the Steam group more, try and reach out to all those unwashed masses that don't know about competitive TF2. That's something we're considering. But anyway, that's all I have to say, Beer. Let's throw it up over to our lovely guests, Condom and Phil, for some shout outs. Who do you want to send some love to, guys?
Just want to ask on behalf of the Mool to give him mod again. Promise to ask.
The people's champion, he needs it.
He needs the mod in Team Fortress TV.
He's the true mod of TFTV.
The only mod we need.
I also want to give a shout out to the admin in Twitch that keeps perma-banning me. It's not appreciated.
Shout out to F2, Helper, Crystal, and Lux.
Yeah, shout out to Gun Clan Max. Shout out to Peter as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Peter.
Hi.
Hi.
Alright, I guess I'll do some self-promotion. YouTube at Danish Action Hero. Season 22 video coming out soon, TM. I don't know when. Still have some demos to watch and all that. But it'll be good, maybe. Probably. Hopefully. That's it. I have nothing.
If you guys would like to see Demul reinstated as admin, or sorry, mod on Twitch, please throw me a sooner later emote. If you don't want Demul back as a admin, please throw up a try hard there. We'll just leave some silence here as the delay kicks in. This is your chance, Demul. Are you going to be reinstated as admin after Dashner removed your mod for spamming memes as a moderator? Who would do that, Demul?
Oh, poor Demul.
I'm seeing a lot of black faces in Twitch chat. Oh, it's going back and forth here. Sooner laters are taking it. I don't know. Try hard making a resurgence.
I say sooner or later, way more now.
Alright, I think we're gonna have to reinstate Demo. I'm not gonna do it live on air though. I'm not gonna drag this cast out any longer than it needs to, but you have been here with us on Team Fortress TV. Lego lost the game, but I think they held on to their league spot. They're tied at least for 4th now. Maybe Serpents win because they beat them in the season.
Oh, they should keep their spot, I think.
Yeah, I think we got 1 point more, something like that now.
I think 2 more.
Oh yeah, you got
1 or 2 more.
You did get 2 points. That's right. I'm an idiot. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Keep an eye on the schedule for what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. Peace out.